Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Nifty 50 for the 13th of October. This will just be a quick video and it'll be just a bit of a rough sketch. But in the bigger picture here, we're just looking at this move up through here being as 5 waves up for wave 1 and back for wave 2 and then wave 3 to the upside. So this should come in around the 12.5 sort of area through here, or 12.4 something or other, yeah, something in there. But even so, we need to be tracking in this 5 waves up here. We need to be tracking 5 waves in this little structure here, which will be this one here, which we'll be looking at today. But in the bigger picture here, I do think that we are looking just at wave 1 to the upside, rather than having, if I can just remove this, rather than having wave 5 here as wave 3 here and 4 here and 5 coming into here. I don't think that's the case, and the reason for that is in my innovation disruptive stocks, US stocks, in the watch list there, I do have the Indian bank HDB as a disruptive bank, and just looking at that on the on this platform here is my charting program, which is part of Trading Lounge's Trading Levels program. What I wanted to point out here in the COVID correction here, we can see that we've got an A wave, a B wave and a C wave here. And then if we look at this here, we can look at this as a wave 1 and 2 in here and 3 here. Probably even, it doesn't really matter how, I have to go and see what I've done with this, but what my main takeaway here is that all of this up here will equal wave 1 at some point in time here when that tops out. Somewhere up here, I guess. I haven't pulled this apart here on this platform. I need to check on my other platform to see what I've done with it, but we are covering it in our US stocks. So we've got wave 1 and wave 2 here. So it's really going to stay under the old highs here. It may come up to 62 or something like that, but it's not, I don't think it's got time to take out all of that top there. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll keep an eye on it. So based on this here, I'm considering this not all being a wave 3 here, wave 4 here, and wave 5 up here. I'm thinking this will just be wave 1 here because it hasn't taken out the tops and we'll need it to do that. So in that regard, then we're looking at this as just being wave 1 here. Okay, so we'll still have this nice powerful move coming into play here as wave 3, 4 and 5 to the upside. So I think we're bullish for a lot longer than we think we are. And just on the daily chart here, we've been looking at it like this here, as you know, as wave 1 and 2, nice clean 5 waves up here for wave 3 and 4 here that we worked through, and now we're looking for 5 waves in this leg here. Because the extension's in wave 3, then wave 1 and wave 5 can be roughly, rule of thumb, same so to speak, you know, but the extension wave here is in wave 3. The extension can be in wave 1 or wave 5, but in stocks it tends to be in wave 3. In commodities we can see it in wave 5 more often than not. So in a nutshell, we're looking for 5 waves in this structure here. So let's go in and have a little look at that. So it'll play out something like this here. I need to do a bit of what, this is a bit sort of rough here, so I'm going to go to the hourly chart rather than the 4-hour chart. We've done a little bit more work, but I still need to nail this down a little bit, but I just do want to talk about some aspects in here. So from the wave 4 low here, we looked at having a long position here, here, and on the level here, on the medium level at 11,500. So it came up here and sat here, so taking the first high out here, that's okay. So I've moved the stop up here. We can move it higher, but what I want to do is I don't want to move it until the blue wave 4 is done and dusted. Now it may play out across here, and this may go a little bit higher up in here as well. but we'll see this wave 4 play out shortly through here, and then we start to getting up to 12,400 where the old high is at that point. So we need to take that on board a little bit. Now it could go higher than that, or it could drop lower than that, but we'll start with the 12.4 at that point. So I'm not going to move this stop here until this wave 4 is done and dusted here. And this will all be, this is kind of leading in a way. This is leading really well into, well, it's certainly extending better than the US market. So it's, yeah, doing extremely well. But anyway, wave 1 and 2 here, because we counted up here as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for wave 1 and 2. So we've done our job really. We've built in some trades nice and safely in the first part of the trend. So we don't really need to add any more into the market, because we'll just get top heavy and we'll get too much risk at that point. You can trade in between these legs. This the correction at 12,000 here, we're looking at a classic trading levels pattern. So as a classic trading levels pattern, you may know that pattern, which is this one here. So the arrival, the reaction. So we've got the arrival already here. So we've got the arrival here, the reaction here. We're looking for the first high above the level, then the ABC correction, and you can go long from that point there after we've done that if you wanted to, in terms of just trading, but it's not part of the whole trend. So we've done this, we've done that, we're in here somewhere, and we're looking for that first high above the level. Be careful about chasing that, because it will only roll back over and then cruise along again at that point. So once you've got that image in mind, it makes it a little bit easier. You don't really need to understand Elliott, but at the same time, this is normally a wave 3, 4, 5, ABC for a larger correction here, and then 1 and 2 and moving off again. So, but looking at it like this just makes it a little bit easier to understand the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, some type of correction, and then you can use these here to go high on, wait for that reference point to come into, and then take the second one here. A little bit like what we've used here. I expected a larger correction here, so I'm not as smart as I think I am, but I was looking for a larger correction than the 11,500, but still, that's understanding this rule here, or understanding this pattern here, keeps you safe and gets you in the trade, you know, because we would have looked at this high here first, then dropped it down to this one. So that's exactly what we'll do here again. But I can see the size of this one here is a little bit bigger here. Yeah. So that's that. I'll leave it at that. And thanks for tuning in, and thanks for the support. Really appreciate it.